Well, obviously, Nick is more than sleeping. I mean, he's just completely dismissing my man. And here's what Nick's going to say. I'm sorry for preempting you, Nick. But you're going to say, clearly, Tyreek just told us he's all about building up the confidence of his teammate, which I get. There's probably a part of that. But, Nick, you don't go overboard. You don't have to say he throws one of the best balls I've ever caught in the NFL, or actually he didn't just say the NFL ever. All right, so you got Mahomes. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he throws a better ball than Tua. But then you got Alex Smith and whoever he played with in college. So I think he's probably being true. So you don't have to go overboard with the praise if you really don't believe in the guy. So to answer Jenna's question, yes,
great arm strength.
people are sleeping on Tua, and more importantly, more accurately, people are unfairly down on Tua. I don't know if he's going to be great, but I think the fact that people have written him off already is ridiculous. Okay? He's only played or started 21 games. That's not even a season and a half. 21 games. Oh, and in those 21 games, let's see, the first season, he was coming off a horrific hip injury that some people didn't think he'd even be back by then to play from. All right, so that's number one. All right, number two, he had a receiving core that was pedestrian at best his rookie year. Okay, number three, the last 2 years, he's had one of the maybe five worst offensive lines in football. Okay, and never mind that in those 21 starts with a horrible offensive line, with one season of no really good receivers, he goes 13-8. He's 13-8 as a starter. Okay, and you know I'm about wins. Okay, so all I'm saying is this. Now that he had Jalen Waddle, he improved in every category last year, Nick, with Jalen Waddle. Now you add Tyreek Hill. And I look at what Stephon Diggs did for Josh Allen. Not that Tua's going to be Josh Allen, but still, huge jump.
Stop.
No, let me finish. Huge jump for Josh Allen when he got a top-flight receiver, Stephon Diggs. Let's look at Kyler Murray. Same deal. Huge jump once he got D-Hop as a receiver. So I'm just saying, Nick, they got Teron Armstead to shore up that offensive line. Now they've got two top-flight receivers in Waddle and Tyreek. And he's got everything he needs now, and a quarterback or a coach that believes in him, and a quarterback-friendly system.
Right.
So I'm just saying, yes, he could be the second best quarterback in that division, and I'm not necessarily predicting him to make the playoffs, but be the second best team.
That's an indictment on Mac Jones,
so yeah,
not a
people are
compliment
sleeping.
on Tua.
People are sleeping on him.
No, they're not sleeping on him. They're not sleeping on him. Brew, you're great at a lot of things on TV. Predicting what I'm going to say is you're like 0 for your last 9. I was not going to say anything about the confidence. What I was going to say is Tyreek Hill is sad.
You shifted.
Tyreek Hill is very, very sad. And is, the only thing, he left that press conference, it was like, oh my God. And then he got an alert from Chase Bank. It's like the direct deposit. He's like, okay, I feel a little bit better. That's why I'm here. Guys, Tyreek Hill went from Patrick Mahomes to Tua Tagovailoa. He knows football-wise it was a terrible decision, but Miami's a great city, and they paid him a bunch of money, and good for Tyreek. He was great in Kansas City. I wish him nothing but the best. But Wiles, if people are sleeping on Tua, then I'm comatose on Tua. I don't care what his record is. I don't care what the circumstances are. Guys, we know he can't throw the ball more than 35 yards. Because I watch him play. So I watch him play. He looks like he's playing 500 in the schoolyard, just throwing little pop flies. No, he's not good. Tua is not a good quarterback.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Yes. We have Tua anti-highlights.
That's the best clip we can get.
Yes. That was great. Give me more. Give me more Tua anti-highlights.
I'm gonna defend. Well, I'm breaking up. I'm getting a little Max Headroomy.
No, you're good.
Can I defend Tua for a second and take a shot at Mahomes in the process? The thing that used to drive me crazy about watching these Chiefs games is that I would watch this game and I said, oh my God, that little dump to Tyreek Hill just went for 30 yards. And you come in and, Patrick Mahomes had 400 yards. I'm like, yeah, that counts as a 20-yard touchdown, this little thing to the flat. So he caught 27 passes at or behind the line of scrimmage. Combine that with, we know that Mike McDaniel coming from San Francisco and how successful they were with Debo. Nick, I'll pose it to you because since you've watched more Tyreek than anybody. Do you think that we're going to get a ton of deep shots with Tua and Tyreek? Or do you think it's going to be a little bit of, all right, let's take all those packages behind the line of scrimmage and add a little bit of Debo flair that Mike McDaniel can cook up, and we'll actually see a different Tua so that we don't need to have these long balls. We don't need to be talking about arm strength.
Yes, Tyreek is a Hall of Fame level player. Tyreek will still make an impact. And they, of course, they're going to do a lot of incredibly short passing because Tua can't throw the ball long. So, yeah, of course. But Tyreek's best attribute is his straight line speed. And give me a break.
Well, look, Jenna, last year I defended Jimmy G. All he does is win. We all know that. All right. But even as I was defending Jimmy G, I understood the plan. And I was fine with it. Okay, this will be his last season there. Next year, the ball's in Trey Lance's hands, and they'll go from there. They gave up a ton to get Trey, so I got it. But since you haven't been able to trade Jimmy G because of the injury, this could be a blessing in disguise because there are reports out there, you guys know this, that Trey Lance has been underwhelming. Okay, that the arm strength, is it there? How great is it? The deep ball accuracy, how great is it? Is it there? And that they're not all in on Trey Lance. So if that's the case, this is a team, Nick, that is built to win now, right? They're not a long-term team. They are built to win now. You've got a quarterback that you know, at the very least, can get you to a Super Bowl. Heck, last year they were close. A few years ago, they were in the Super Bowl. And need I remind you, Nick, now you can poo-poo this all you want, but you're big on numbers. You're big on history. Luka's this, Luka's that. Well, look, take a gander at this, Nick. Of the 7 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history, guess who's on the list?
We're back.
I wouldn't usually put him in those guys in the same sense with those guys. But I don't make up the stats. I'm not fudging the numbers. It is what it is.
Can I jump in?
So if Trey's not ready, you could go with Jimmy G and have a great year. That's all I'm saying.
The coach just said we want to trade him. What do I live in a house of mirrors? What's happening? They traded 3 first-round picks to get Trey Lance. The coach just said, I imagine he's going to be traded. Why hasn't he been traded? Well, he had this surgery he didn't tell us about when he think he was going to have, and it kind of screwed up our timeline. But yeah, as soon as he's healthy, he's out of here. That is not a coach who's looking at Trey Lance as like, oh, we might have to go back to Jimmy Garoppolo. The coach is saying, coaches usually say nothing. He's like, yeah, I would think he's going to be traded. I wish he was gone already. This guy is caused my otherwise beautiful hair to start turning gray. It stresses me out, man. I'm a quarterback guru, and I've had to deal with this guy. He's wild. He says we want to trade him. We can't trade him because he had a surgery we didn't know he was going to have. The idea that they're like, no, we still love Jimmy. He just told you he's going to trade him. Of course they're going to trade him as soon as the team wants to pay $24 million for mediocre quarterback play.
Okay, here's what's going to happen, Jenna. This is another early prediction. This is not an upset alert.
Let me hear it.
This will come true.
Okay.
Some team is I don't think Jimmy G is going to get traded before the season starts. I think some team is going to have a winning record. Their quarterback goes down, and they're going to look around and be like, do we go with this backup? He does know the playbook. Or since we're a winning team, should we go with the guy who knows how to win? In fact, winning is flowing through his veins along with the Subway sandwiches.
Why wouldn't a losing team
Nana make from the Subway commercials.
Hold on, why
so
would it have
yes,
to be a
I
winning
think
team?
no, I don't think a losing team will take him. I don't think a losing team will be like,
No, but
this
he
is
would-
our
he
future
gets there and
Jimmy
they'll
G. I think
win.
a winning
Guess
team
what,
will
Nick?
come
No,
in.
not
That's
your-
true too. It
Isn't
depends-
he the
depends
reason
if
they
you're
win?
within
What
striking
was
Isn't
San
he the
Francisco
reason they win?
before he got there?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.